whenever Brandon's ready. Look at us. Lord's work.
The following segment is presented by On Point Community Credit Union and sponsored by Fred Meyer, the Mill Casino, and Rife's Home Furniture and Mattress.
Hey there, thanks for joining this KVAL live stream. Yes, if you turn on KVAL, KCBY, KPIC right now, we are not on the air because UEFA Soccer is on the air, but we are here for you, and today is a special day. It is our KVAL Can Do Food Drive. Brianna Chavez and me are in Coos Bay right now at the Fred Meyer in Coos Bay. Brianna, you've been out here all day. How's it been?
Honestly, it started off the morning a little bit chilly, but we got a beautiful sunrise, and now that the sun is out, we get a little bit of a breeze. It is good. I'm happy to be out here on the coast getting all of those donations ready for everyone to kind of see where we go.
Yeah, you know, you don't usually get me in sunglasses on air, but we're going to be on with you for a while. It's live stream. Come on. Yeah. Rules go out the window.
We're outside. The sun's really, I have to say, Marky, if you can pan up into the sky, you can barely even see some of the clouds across the area. And let me just say also that earlier this morning and even last night, we were getting some gustier winds and a little bit of cloud coverage. And now this morning it has slowly cleared on out and we are getting quite the beautiful forecast in store for us.
It has been awesome. We have people already coming out. I'm going to help out this lady right now who's stopping by. We've been having, Brianna, you said people have been coming all day.
People have been coming
all day. How are you?
It's good seeing you in the morning.
Oh, well, thank you so much for stopping by. Do you have stuff in the back?
Yeah, I have a sack and some cat food.
Sack and cat food. We'll take in some cash. Again, you can bring all of this. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Jackie.
Jackie stopping by. One of many people have been stopping by today. I'm going to put this cash in our cash bin right now. We can collect cash donations. Again, bring on over food donations. We have some right here. We're unloading them into all these tables in the area. Oh, Brianna, posing.
Yeah,
with Jackie's just donated food.
A perfect example. You know, a lot of times people come and they donate canned things like a can of beans, vegetables, but I have to say, dog food, pet food in general is a good example of something kind of you may not think of. It's out of the box and you may not consider how many people need pet food when it comes to going to your local food pantry. The other thing you want to consider is anything that's a whole meal in one. Hamburger helper is a good example. Pasta in a can is another great example. Spam is a good one. The other thing that we have been kind of keeping an eye on is cooking oil, things that help complete the meal. So like ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, literally anything like that really helps out with anyone who kind of has all the ingredients but is missing that one to help complete it.
You know what also helps? Cash.
Cash, yes.
Monetary donations. And so if you want to bring cash or a check over, we could take those. Also, we can go online. If you can't make it out to Coos Bay or Roseburg, we'll hear from our team in Roseburg here in a minute. Then, you know, head to kval.com/can-do, and there's a place for you to donate there.
Yeah, and $1 truly goes a very long way when it comes to these donations. And the good news is if you don't have time because you've got a busy schedule and you're just going to be grocery shopping, boy, oh boy, does Fred Meyer have the thing for you guys at home. Fred Meyer was kind enough to pre-package some bags. Now they have 3 different kinds. They have a $5 bag, a $10 bag, and a $15 bag. and it's filled with kind of the essential goods that you could donate, like peanut butter, a can of pasta sauce, some soup in a can. So this is an easy thing if you're already headed to the grocery store to get your groceries for the day and you don't want to add on the extra thought of what can I buy for the food drive. Here you go. Just grab a can. It's ready to go. You don't have to think about it. Fred Meyer did the thinking for you.
I like your nails.
Thank you.
One of the things about the Can Do Food Drive that I always think is special too is, so we're out here in Coos Bay. Again, we'll hear from our team in Roseburg here in just a few minutes. Next week, on Wednesday of next week, so Tuesday today, Wednesday of next week, we're going to be in Corvallis and Springfield. So we're kind of hitting different parts of our viewing area. But what's really cool is here in Coos Bay, everything that's donated here stays here. So it goes to Orca, the South Coast Food Share, and they keep it for the people in this community. If you're in Roseburg and you want to head over to Roseburg's Can Do Food Drive, then all that stays in that area, Douglas County and around Roseburg. And then next week, it'll stay in either Lane County or Benton County. Yeah. So a good opportunity to help the people in your community. This isn't, heading out all over the state. This stays right here.
Yeah, and earlier, for anyone who maybe didn't get a chance to watch our 9 a.m. show, we had an interview with Michael Laffey, who is the marketing director for the Mill Casino right here in Coos County. And one of the questions I asked was, Michael, what does it mean to see kind of the partnership, not just with us and the Mill Casino, but also throwing in Fred Meyer and the South Coast Food Share? And what he stressed was that he could not think of a better partnership because it all is local, it's all staying local, and it's all helping local. So that's, I think, the biggest thing that we're trying to emphasize is that, for all you know, you're helping the person who lives right next door to you.
I really like that about especially today's part of the Can Do Food Drive, being in Douglas County and Coos County. Those are two areas where I know there's a lot of pride from the people who either grew up here, live here now, of their community and keeping it in their community. So again, an opportunity to help the people in your community. And we've had, we've been doing this for so many years, and I know every year I come out, whether it's here in Coos Bay or Roseburg or in Lane County or Benton County, you hear from people. Oftentimes will come and say, hey, 10 years ago, I was in this position. 5 years ago, I was in the position where I needed the food. Now I'm in a fortunate position where I can give back. And so they'll donate. Sometimes it's $5, $10. Sometimes it's some canned items. One of these bags that Fred Meyer offers inside the store. So, there are so many different ways to help. And I those to me are some of the best stories, are the people who said, I couldn't do this. I couldn't give back 5 years ago because I needed the help. Now I give back.
And the other one is, and it's funny because John mentioned this last year when we did the Can Do Food Drive, where we have a local waitress who saves up her tips from the entire month and donates them to us, specifically to help people within her community that sometimes don't often get to visit her in the restaurants. And today she came in early, and unfortunately she couldn't make it last year. And John mentioned her story on air. And so this year she came in and said, I saved up 2 months worth of tips and donated $270 to us for today. So quite literally, you see the community helping one another in any way, shape, or form they can.
This is a really important food drive for us. It's a really important event for KVAL, KCBY, KPIC. So we do encourage you to stop by. We're going to be here for a while. Brianna's going to get going because she's been up since early this morning.
This is my passing of the baton.
The passing of the baton right now. She's passing it to me. I just showed up here. So, I'm lively. I'm ready to go. I'll be out here till about 6:30 tonight. So stop by. If you can't make it until after work, stop by after work. Again, we're at the Fred Meyer in Coos Bay. Stop on by. If you're in the Roseburg area, we got a log truck behind us. It's, Coos County, plenty of log trucks, so it might be a little bit loud behind us. But if you are in Roseburg or Coos Bay area, stop by the Fred Meyers. We'll be out here till 6:30. I know Kendall and company who's in Roseburg will be out there until 6:30, so an opportunity for you to help out. And again, we will next week be in Springfield and in Corvallis, and so we'll have a lot of information coming up. and I'll be on air throughout the day. You've been on air throughout the morning.
Yeah.
On KVAL. It's just kind of one of these weird things where we got soccer that's sort of interrupting our normal programming, which is fine. Hope you're enjoying the soccer, and then you have us on a live stream on your computer
You're
on the
watching
side.
us on your phone. I mean, I've done it. I'm watching something and I scroll on my phone on social media sometimes. So you may be doing that. Enjoy your soccer while catching up on how the food drive is going if you've been keeping up with us throughout the morning.
And I know that one of the things that's interesting, you know, when we're doing this on air, the people who are watching us are, unless they're watching the live stream, are watching us
on air
in our viewing area. It's possible somebody's not in Oregon even right now watching us, which is great. Welcome to Coos Bay through live stream. But you can still help out, as I mentioned before. KVAL.com/can-do. Head there right now. Just open a new tab. You've got the live stream. Open a new tab.
Split screen.
KVAL. Oh,
if you
split
can.
screen. Yes, you know, put them
like
on either
picture in
side.
picture.
And then KVAL.com/can-do. You can donate there.
Yeah, or if our production crew has the ability to pull up that QR code, maybe sometimes if you pull up another phone or if you have a partner next to you, have them scan the QR code and it takes you straight to where you can donate.
Okay, so we're going to be out here till 6. I'll be out here till 6:30.
Yeah,
You won't.
no,
You've been having a great day. Stop on by if you're in Coos Bay. But again, if you're in Douglas County, we're going to hear from Kendall Bartley, who is there with the team in Douglas County and Roseburg at the Fred Meyer with the KVAL Can Do Food Drive for KPIC and all our Roseburg area residents. So, Kendall, how are things going out there?
Well, Brandon, we're about 20 degrees warmer here in Roseburg. It's absolutely beautiful and wonderful, and we are so happy to be here for the KVAL Can Do Food Drive. Erin, you've been here throughout the day. Donations have been growing, which is wonderful.
The stacks of food on the table, but also we've gotten plenty of cash donations. We got a wad of bills, $100. We got another $100 bill. And remember, for every $1, that's 3 meals.
Three meals.
That's a lot of meals. Cash goes the farthest, but just so exciting just to see everyone out in this community specifically show up and show out. Always, Roseburg does.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we actually have a donation here right now. Roy Shepard from Roseburg Mattress joining us. So, Roy, you came out to donate as well today. Being a part of this community, why do you think it's important to give back?
Well, you know, we have a lot of people that are in need, and the ones that can afford to do it, we ought to all step up and help out.
Yeah, so tell us, what did you bring with you today?
I brought tuna and peanut butter.
Tuna and peanut butter, that goes a long way. Lots of protein. Protein
Yes.
lasts a long time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how long have you been in the community?
About 25 years.
25 years. Now, over the years, I'm sure you've seen us host these food drives. How do you think they impact the community and really make a difference?
Seems like it gets better every year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks so much for coming by and making the donation today. You know, what inspired you to come and do that?
Just knowing people need it, and I own Roseburg Mattress, and I take from the community, so I want to give back also.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming by and giving that donation. It's really going to go a long way. So thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. So, Slendy, talk to me a little bit about today. You've been here since 5 a.m.
Yes, I have been here since before 5 a.m., Kendall. No, I've been here since 5. We had our first donation at 5:15. So, I mean, all day. It's just been pretty constant. It's been so fun to see people come out, donate, even if it's like a little thing that they have. I think Fred Meyer's done a great job. They have some pre-made bags, make it super easy that if you're in a rush, you go inside, buy a pre-made bag that has everything you're talking about, like Joe was mentioning too, tuna, peanut butter, canned vegetables, canned fruits without the syrup, anything that's low sodium, high protein is what we're looking for. They've already got it made up for you, so I feel like pretty nice of Fred Meyer to help us out here for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Erin was posting on our KVAL Instagram. If you do not follow us, go ahead, go over to our Instagram and follow, because you actually were showing us inside of Fred Meyer those pre-made bags, and there's different price ranges. So there's, I believe you said a $5 and a $10.
Yeah.
Okay, so really easy. If you're coming to shop, just grab it and then come drop it off on your way out. But if for some reason you aren't shopping and you're just sitting at home right now, check your pantry. You would be surprised. You know, you go to the store, you buy those cans, and then you realize you haven't used them. But there are people who can use them. So just put them in a bag at home and just come and stop by. Erin said that we had a few donations today. but we are only at, I would say, the halfway mark. We're going to be here for a while.
Yes, we are going to be here for a while. And going back to your pantry, I always know you always got leftover stuff from Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
And most of the time, it's going to expire before the next Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to use it, you want to buy some new stuff, make some room in your pantry. Those canned cranberries. We got a lot of stuffing going on today. We got a lot of cake mixes going on. Any stuff like that, we will be using that. It'll be going towards such an amazing cause to UCAN. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about these stacks. I always love to see the peanut butter stacks, but also I love to see the tuna stacks. So Gordon, can you help us out a little bit so we can take a look at these stacks? Now, when the day started, Aaron, this was an empty table, and look at this peanut butter stack. I want to set a goal right now. What time is it? It's what, like 12:30, 12:40?
Yes.
Let's say by 4 p.m. we double this stack. I think that's a pretty healthy goal that's achievable.
I think so too, and also too, you know, me and Brianna have a little debate going on. She's a crunchy girl. I don't know what you are, Kendall.
Uh-oh.
I'm a creamy girl. And so people have been, I remember last time we were in Roseburg, I said, you know, Brianna, I don't know if we can be friends anymore. And there are people that showed up and brought both crunchy and creamy peanut butter just to make sure me and Brianna would stay friends. So we've agreed to stay friends as long as you donate. So make sure, come donate. If you're team creamy, team crunchy, that's fine too.
I love this.
We can still be friends, but what matters is that you get that peanut butter out.
Absolutely, and I love that Aaron makes this a competition because being our, the best way to get people to do things is just make it competitive. So with that being said, let's make it competitive. Yeah. Let's see who's going to win today. So if you have a very hard opinion on whether it is crunchy or creamy, come let your voices be known, and later tonight in our evening broadcast, I will measure. Do we have more crunchy or do we have more creamy? We'll have a poll and determine which one wins. I'm going to go with crunchy. I'm with Brianna on this one.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, Kendall, that's bold choice. Because the creamy has kind of overtaken the crunchy that we had.
Oh, I need more crunchy to show up.
So yes, we'll see what happens. But any sort of also dried fruits, any sort of canned soups, vegetables, fruits. We got a lot of beans.
Yes.
I celebrated Cinco de Mayo yesterday with a little bit of tacos. We got rice. We got taco seasoning. Yeah. Seasoning is another really big thing too that is definitely important when looking through your pantry. And we're also accepting a lot of other things that you might not think about when you think of non-perishable food items. We've had people bring toilet paper, cat food, dog food. Yep. Also, anything that's dietary restrictive is also really important as well. Lactose-free, vegan, keto, gluten-free, also great options.
Yeah, Aaron, they're giving me a heads up that my mic might be a little bit rough to hear, so I'm going to share yours. With that being said, you have a QR code on your screen, so for some reason you can't make it down, go ahead and scan that QR code. That's another way where you can help us in our food drive today. Aaron was saying earlier, $1 donation provides 3 meals to those in need, so that really does go a long way. Scan that QR code. That'll take you to a website where you can donate and really help those in need. So I'm going to make things a little bit interesting, Aaron. Okay. We're doing a competition on peanut butter. Should we create a competition on pasta?
Pasta?
What are we going with? What's the best pasta? Are we talking angel hair, spaghetti? What else? Rotini?
I like penne.
Oh, penne's a good one.
Noodles.
Okay.
Yes, I'm actually gonna have some pasta tonight.
Oh yeah.
So I think we're gonna go with penne.
Penne.
Yeah. What about you?
Okay. I'm gonna go with the angel hair.
Angel hair.
Angel hair goes a long way.
Does regular spaghetti count?
No, it has to be angel hair.
It has to be angel hair. So scan through your pantry.
Yes.
Pick away. If you see angel hair in there, if you're planning on eating it tonight, too bad. Go in and buy some more angel hair. Get it out here. No, just kidding.
I just think, I don't know, I like angel hair. It tastes good. Whether you're making it with spaghetti, I actually think spaghetti's better with angel hair pasta. Yeah. That might be a hot take, but apparently so is creamy versus crunchy peanut butter, so we'll see.
And also, if you have a food idea too, food competition that you want to see, you're passionate about one side or another.
Ooh, we have a lot.
Put it on Instagram. Right now, we got a poll going right now between crunchy and creamy. We should see who's winning that one.
Yeah, crunchy.
On the break. But if you have a food hog take, we'll take it here. Yeah. Right? If you like Spam, if you don't like Spam.
Ooh, Spam or tuna?
Oh, I'm neither.
Uh-oh. We're creating a lot of polls. It's probably
are.
getting a little confusing.
Yes, yes. But you know what? The best thing about it is these are all great non-perishable food items that you can use and distribute to so many people that are in need right now in this community.
Absolutely. So if you can, once again, if you're just tuning in, Aaron and I are in Roseburg, Brandon is in Coos Bay, and we are trying to collect as much food as we can to give back to the community today. Next week, we will be in 2 other communities as well. So be sure to, if you aren't already, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube. That's where you're going to get all the information you need on this drive. But once again, $1 provides 3 meals. And if you're sitting at home right now, or maybe you have to run to the grocery store, just pick up a few more items. It really does benefit you and your community.
Yeah, and I also think too, sitting here, basking in the
Yes,
sun.
basking in the sun.
Yeah, if you have extra sunscreen, extra any sort of toiletries that aren't going to go bad, go ahead and donate them to a great cause. You bought some lotion or some protein shakes or something like that you maybe had one and you thought, I don't really like these a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that I do that all the time. I buy things in bulk and then I'm like, and then they just sit around.
Yeah.
This is a great time to give them back to a great cause. We only do this 2 times a year, everyone. And especially heading in the summer, it's nice to have some of those things like extra sunscreen for those people who have a tough time finding that stuff.
All right. Well, we'll be here throughout the evening, so